Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
Hi guys, it's time for my movie minute here on my channel. This week I'm going to feature just horror movies. This is just a straight up horror love fest right here. So the first one that I want to recommend to you, and by the way, you know, you don't have to watch these. These are just some of my favorite films. I'm showcasing some of my favorite films in these videos. If you're not a horror movie fan, you know, you don't have to watch this. That's okay. But the first one that I want to talk about is called The Devil's Rejects. And it is an awesome piece of, you know, like 70s grindhouse cinema. It's directed by Rob Zombie, and it has an amazing soundtrack, and it's just so much better than House of a Thousand Corpses, which was his favorite, or his first movie. And this is the sequel to it. You do not have to watch House of a Thousand Corpses to like this movie, because I just happened to catch this on the movie channel one night and I was blown away. So, yes, Devil's Rejects. Okay, the next three are all kind of related. The first one is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is a classic. This is an absolute classic horror movie, and if you're just a film fan, you should watch this because it's great. The next one is Silence of the Lambs. It's more of a, you know, a crime sort of thriller. But it's, you know, obviously, it's a great movie. I love Silence of the Lambs. And then Psycho. I don't have to say much about Psycho. It's just, it's one of the greatest films ever made. But anyways, all three of these movies are loosely based on a guy called Ed Gein, and he was into doing things with dead bodies, and this was back in the 50s, I believe, when it happened. But you know, all these movies were loosely based on Ed Gein. Okay, so that's what would fit in my lap. The next two that I have to recommend, Dawn of the Dead. Either the original one by George Romero, or the remake by Zack Snyder, who is, he's a good director, but damn it, he makes some bad movies, you know? This was his just coming out of the gate movie, and it is a masterpiece, you know? It's almost better than the original Dawn of the Dead, alright? But he's made some really terrible films. I mean, just over-stylized, you know, garbage, basically. I liked Watchmen. I did like Watchmen. But that's about it. I don't have any intention on seeing Sucker Punch. Yeah. I don't know. This guy, he's confusing. But, yes, Dawn of the Dead, either one. They're both great horror films. Great zombie flicks. Alright. Next one is another remake and original, which is The Hills Have Eyes. They're both fantastic. This one is directed, the remake is directed by, I think that they're French guys, like, yeah, this was made by Europeans, and it's filmed in Morocco, which doubles for like the desert in America, and it's great. They have great sensibilities when it comes to horror. I think that American filmmakers are getting a little bit lazy when it comes to horror movies. And this is by Wes Craven, who is the master of horror. It's the original Hills Have Eyes, and it's great too. It's a great little piece of, you know, 70s horror film genre, you know, it's just great. So both of these, I recommend either of them, because, again, this one almost surpasses the original. Okay, the next one. I have a lot of horror movies. I have a lot of favorite horror movies. This is called House of the Devil. It was made in 2009. It's a little low-budget film. It was shot like an 80s slasher movie, but it's great, and it's more of a thriller than a real horror movie. The horror starts at the end of the film rather than all the way through. It's great. And has one of the best uses of One Thing Leads to Another, which is an awesome song. So check this out if you like sort of like that look of 80s TV movie, because this has the look of that, but it's so well made. It is just really, really well made. Next up is a classic, Night of the Living Dead. The original zombie movie by George Romero, the master of zombie movies. So, if you haven't seen this yet, go see it. Go rent it. It's in the public domain, sadly, so, you know, you could probably find this for like a couple dollars in your video store or whatever. Next one really does terrify me, like, disturbs me, and it's The Ring. I know that's so weird. I know that it's strange that The Ring scares the crap out of me, but it does. There are so many visuals in this film. They're so beautiful. Like, they're scary and beautiful, and I think that this is better than the Japanese version. I saw Ringu, and I didn't really like it. This one is just, it's a really stylized film. The color timing and everything is just super stylized, but it's beautiful and it's scary. So, there you go, The Ring. Not the second one. The second one sucked. And the last one that I have is a classic. It is The Shining by Stanley Kubrick. This is, again, you know, it's just standard viewing, you know, if you're a movie geek. So, if you haven't seen The Shining, go watch it. It's awesome. If you haven't read the book, read that. I've done both, and I love both of them equally. They're different, but they're both great in their own little ways. So, yes, The Shining. So that wraps it up for my movie minute. These are all, you know, Danica approved horror movies, and yeah, I hope that you guys have a really safe and happy Memorial Day weekend if you're in the States. I know that me and my friend Fanny are going to have fun this weekend. We're actually going to go shopping tonight, and we're going to try to film some of that this afternoon, so that video will probably be up tomorrow. Yeah, bye guys, I'll see you next time.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bar